It's been a couple of months since I left Sapa. This Tankanese Alps has left a great impression on my essence, engraved to stay forever. Not even a day passes by without thinking about that magical place. This dreamlike town is not the only reason behind this feeling, but it's the enchanting culture of Sapa and its people. I arrived to Hanoi on New Year's Eve and spent a couple of days enjoying the city. But my destination was the far north of Vietnam, Sapa. I booked a sleeper bus from Hanoi to Sapa, which took around 7 hours and was quite the experience. You're not allowed to walk with your shoes on the bus, so you would have to take them off and put them in a plastic bag. With so many beds on both sides, it was difficult to walk on the bus. But once you squeeze into your bed, you can actually sleep and relax. After a comfortable 7 hours Hanoi to Sapa journey, I arrived to the town of Sapa around 7 p.m. The weather was right above freezing, but the town looked very vibrant and many people were out. After checking into the hotel and enjoying a well-needed hot shower, I decided to go for a walk and find something to eat. The town seemed like it was made for tourists, which was absolutely not what I was looking for. But despite the touristy look, the town still has some authentic vibes, which was clearly displayed by the children in their traditional Hmong costumes. The next day, I decided to venture outside of town and go to the nearest Hmong village, which really wasn't as near as I expected. And although I'm terrified of motorbikes, I had no choice but to hop on and hold on for dear life for about half an hour.
Hello.
Sapa has 4 major ethnic groups: the Hmong, the Giáy, the Giáy, and the Thai. All of them with different languages, traditions, and costumes.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
As I was making my way down the mountain and trying to pay attention to where I'm going, my mind was playfully lost in the jaw-dropping, stunning panoramas of the valley. The misty landscape looked like a giant watercolor painting of the greatest painter, the Almighty. I was walking through traced rice paddies being prepared for planting, indigo fields, bamboo forests.
It is difficult.
Rivulets and small waterfalls, water buffaloes, pigs, chickens. They were all playing their part in this spectacular landscape. My muddy slip and slide adventure trek was both tiring and rewarding. I got extremely sweaty despite the cool breeze, but the view absolutely made it up for all the hard work. The excruciating 5-hour trek had completely left me drained, but I finally reached the Lao Cai village. My legs were cramped, but I still managed to play with the kids on a low suspended bridge, which was a lot of fun.
Yo. Oh my God.
While strolling through the village, I had the opportunity to see the process of hemp fabric making. Hemp is the strongest of all natural fibers, with a 20-pound tension strength. It is also UV and saltwater resistant. This is why I made this journey to this area, and it feels amazing to witness and experience this traditional method of fabric production.
You speak Vietnamese or you speak?
We speak my own language.
It's different.
Yeah, so we speak we are own dialect. Vietnamese we learn in the school.
In school you learn
We
Vietnamese.
only speaking Vietnamese only when we meet the Vietnamese people. So when we are sent try, we just speak my language.
Okay.
Where you from?
I'm from New York.
Oh, New York.
Why your finger is color?
Because we dye their color the string. Yeah. And then the color will stay here, but they will gone like 1 week.
1 week the color stays in your hands for 1 week. Wow. Yeah. And you made your jacket yourself?
Yeah, everything we make own we sell for clothes for New Year. Every year we make a new clothes for Happy New Year.
For Happy New Year, and 20 days? How many days?
In here we make like 10 days.
That's you made this?
Yeah.
You made this? How long it take to do this? How long?
Very long time. Like we start everything we start to make everything when it's ready is 1 year.
1 year?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like the clover we are ready, we use the hemp, you know?
Yeah, I know the hemp. Yeah, I know marijuana.
We use the seeds to plant for like 5 months or 4 months to
5 months to grow.
After we dry and take out the skin, everything in 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's amazing.
We make a weaving and
How did you learn English?
or just learn by tourists.
So you can't read?
Cannot read, only speaking.
Only speaking.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
So when you ask me something, the letter, I cannot read.
You cannot read it?
Yes.
I was really impressed by her level of English and communication skills, and we carried a long conversation off camera.
Wow.
When we are now we are busy sewing, but after New Year we are busy to make the hemp.
Okay.
And after make a.
So now you're today. This time is when you do the sewing.
Yes.
Okay.
And after New Year we also very busy. No time to sewing. We are working
for the rice.
The farm,
farm. Yeah.
Corn.
Yeah.
So we only have a time to sewing when we cut the rice. Everything.
Nice. Yeah. How did you come up with this design?
Which one?
This design.
This one?
Yeah.
First we make the.
But how did you think of the design? This is traditional design?
It's tradition all the time.
Every year.
Like every
and
year.
this your design is how?
Yeah, and this one is similar like this. And this one is the one we make the belt like this.
Nice. Yeah, that's the belt.
So this is a belt, but this one already using for 2 years ago. So you see, not very shiny, but the one we're now using here is very new.
Very new.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I try do this?
Sure.
Can you hold this and show me?
Yes. Ôn hả? Now?
Good, right?
Even you stay here a long time, you can make all your clothes. The side we don't use it. It's the side we use.
It was such a privilege to be allowed to make a few stitches into this fabric and be a part of this traditional design.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
As I was walking through the village, the temperature was right above freezing. I was invited to warm up around the fire with one of the families. People here are very hospitable,
Can you teach me?
warm, and genuinely friendly.
Can you hold the camera? Oh.
They taught me the process of connecting twines made from hemp fiber, which takes a very long time.
Very long time, 1 year.
1 year?
Yeah.
Wow.
For 1 year. Có ô chỉ còn đàn. Có ô chỉ còn đàn.
Good, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
And now you connect another thread.
Yeah.
Okay. You put some spit on it. Yeah.
You try?
You want me to try? Yeah, sure. How?
You try. She called. No.
No?
Tôi tung vừa lại. Tí. Như vậy.
You make it thread. Now it's thread.
Yeah.
Okay, we go up,
Yeah. Out. It's
out,
Yeah. Then.
and
Out. Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
out, and up,
Yeah.
out, and.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
The people of the village have been very nice to me. It was very touching and humbling to meet and interact with them. Such a rare and life-changing experience to be invited into their homes and enter into their lives, even for just a short time. I think I'm in someone's house.
Hello. Can I sit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. What's your name?
Go.
Del. Der.
Go.
Der.
Go.
Der. Okay. Der.
I had such an amazing time in the village, but it was time for me to leave before sunset. I will forever remember this place and hope that others can experience the same joy as I did. As the sun was making its way below the horizon, the fleeting clouds of dusk began to fade away. The reflections of the buildings circled around the lake, shimmering confidently before dark fell upon them. Lunar New Year celebration is a big thing in this region, and it shows it all over the town. The town was flooded with tourists from all around Vietnam and other countries to celebrate the New Year. The recent tourism development in Sapa has somewhat helped those struggling communities during the off-season of the rice cultivation. The Vietnamese love for birds goes deeper than its colors and songs. It supports a Buddhist belief that one can gain spiritual merit by freeing birds from their cages. As I was making my way to the hotel, I noticed many children in the freezing cold trying to sell traditional bracelets and other handmade accessories they made from hemp. This part of my journey unraveled a painful side of Sapa, the side that not many people would know. The villagers of Sapa work mainly in rice cultivation. That's their only income. And during the off-season, most of these children try to support their parents by having more feeding hands. The next day, I decided to visit the highest point in Indochina, Fansipan Mountain. To do that, I needed to take a train ride from Sapa to the cable car at the edge of the mountain. The train departs from Sun Plaza shopping mall in the heart of Sapa, and it takes about 10 minutes to get to the cable car station. This mountain railway is one of the most beautiful and impressive routes in Vietnam. The train runs through several tunnels and bridges, giving a beautiful scenic view of the Hmong Valley and hill tribe villages. In the past, Fansipan normally takes climbers 2 days to cross the challenging routes to reach the top. But everyone can now touch the roof of Indochina within 15 minutes thanks to the cable car system. Measuring 6,282 meters, the Fansipan cable car has been recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's longest three-rope cable car system and the world's biggest ascent between the departure and arrival, measuring at 1,410 meters. After the cable car ride, I continued to climb 300 stairs to reach the top of Fansipan's grandeur. Before reaching the summit, I passed by a peaceful garden complex with stone structure passages and bronze statues. All leading to a 20-meter celestial Buddha statue perched on the mountainside. The gardens and pagodas all around provide a tranquil settings to pause and breathe in the fresh air. A sea of clouds stretches for miles and miles across the horizon. I can feel it passing around my body, like I'm suspended between heaven and earth. Touching the roof of Indochina was such an amazing feeling. It's like a dream come true. The view from above is simply magnificent.